Very clean though. Japan, very clean. Everything. Bathrooms, subways, everything. Very clean. Took us a while to find a bad area. It took us a while. We found one though. It took us a while. Push-ups, 30.
Kind of like how Toronto was years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Not anymore.
We found this one alleyway that was pretty rough. Some homeless people and stuff. And garbage, which there was garbage nowhere except for that area.
That's where they took all their trash.
It's bizarre because you never see a trash can hardly anywhere. You literally, my backpack became a bag of carrying trash. I had a garbage bag in there I'd put all my stuff in so it wouldn't get bad. Until as soon as I found a can, I was like, oh, a garbage can. I can get rid of this stuff, you know? Because you can't find them. They're hard to find. But when you find one, you use it. Leg push is 30. I got all excited every time I found a garbage can. I was like, oh. Or I'd take it back to the hotel with me and throw it out there, you know? I'm like, I can't believe there's not like more trash everywhere when there's no cans. They just know not to do it. And they do a lot of recycling of everything. It's kind of crazy. Kayakers, 30. 30. Normal apartment in Tokyo, 600 square feet. 600 square feet. Do the math. Not big.
20 by 30.
And that's a big, actually that's a big one. They actually had like the cheap ones, squat thrust jump kick, 8 of them. The cheap ones were about $1,000. They were like, you know, like a 14 by 10 room. A 14 by 10 room were like $1,000. That's crazy. But it did have a balcony. It had a balcony. Roll out your arms.
Like the hotels that's just a room, you know, a bed that you...
One hotel we stayed in,
Sell.
we did a lot of research before we actually booked hotels in advance. Roll out your neck. And this one I thought looked the best for this one place we're staying in Osaka. It looked good, the size of the room, until we got in there. Once we got in there, we realized, where are we gonna put our bags? Or, you know, our suitcase. It was that tight. I mean, the beds just fit in there. And there was like a foot, literally 1 foot, you step on the other side or around it, 1 foot. In the bathroom, I think I kicked the sink like 5 times walking in there. It was just that tight. And that was a really high-end hotel. It was like $2 something a night, so.
Oh, sounds like a capsule.
Yeah, well, they got capsules there too. Have a seat left out right in.
I always wanted to try one of those.
We were gonna do it. We were talking about it. We were gonna stay in a cat. We really thought about doing it. Really thought about it. Believe me. But the problem was is we overpacked, which is typical Americans. You can't pack the way we packed, the way we traveled. We literally drag. I mean, you can imagine a good sized suitcase. You know, it's as big as this roughly, and a backpack. Me dragging this. And that
suitcase.
Yeah, about that size with wheels. You know what I mean? And you're dragging it, and you're trying to get everywhere. It's like, it's a hassle. You really got to pack.
Bring a gi too.
Well, no, I bought a gi there.
You bought one there.
I bought a gi there. The train. Because I didn't want to pack it, because I was trying to pack as light as I could. Then I realized, if you can get smart and do laundry, because like hotels will launder your clothes too, or some of them have laundry. If you can actually do your own laundry, or just buy a few sets of clothes extra when you're there, life's easier. So if I ever go back, I'm gonna really pack super light. I'm gonna make it just almost like a carry-on. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll figure it out. Because if you're only staying one place, it doesn't matter. But we were like all over the place. Yeah, I mean we stayed anywhere between 1 or 2 days at different locations. The longest day we stayed was Tokyo. It's like 3 days. But, so then you're dragging these bags constantly everywhere you go. And sightseeing's not cool when you're dragging a bag with you. In a bag. And then as you buy stuff, it got worse because then I had another bag. Another gym bag. I was like, ah. Switch. But I think I could pack real light next time. I got an idea now. Hardest part is we went in the winter, so now you got to pack heavier because it's colder. You know what I mean?
I would say
So-
that, but I end up packing heavy anyhow. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna wanna wear that.
And then when we got our gi, I was like, man, that's a lot to pack. That became a new, even though I brought gifts over there to give too, I gave almost all my gifts out, but they didn't take that much space. You don't realize it. They don't take that much, the gis take space. That judo gi, man, that thing's heavy. It's like this. You know what I mean?
What kind of thing do you take as a gift?
Me? They like stuff that you can do, like make. They love that. I made butterfly. I made paracord bracelets, like red, white, and blue ones. I made them all by hand, and then I did a few other couple colors. That was some of the gifts I gave out. I brought American candy, American flags and stuff like that, American coins. The 2 senseis, I brought, I did 2 custom zip-up Karate Connection jackets. I had special made just for them. That was some of the things I gave. What else? I brought some t-shirts for a bunch of people, a bunch of Karate Connection t-shirts. Because, you know, with the flags on, American flag on it and stuff like that. They like that stuff. So every time we went somewhere, I had to remember where we were going and did I need to bring a gift. So my question was like, where are we going? Do I need to bring a gift to Yaski? Because certain things you're supposed to bring a gift. So then I had this wrapping paper also in my bag. So I was wrapping stuff constantly, you know. And I wasn't just gonna go buy something in Japan and give something, because they expect something from us, you know. And then a lot of times I would explain to them that I made that. Oh, that's cool. You know, yeah, that's really neat. You made something. You know, I'll try to come up with something crafty, you know. Something light and small. Paracord bracelets, you know. You can do a lot with those. You know, and they don't take a lot of space. But the candy was a big hit. You know, #1 American candy, Tootsie Rolls. Yeah. Because it's from war. That's the first candy made, you know. Make a lot of friends with kids with candy. Because we had a bunch of little judo kids, and oh man, they thought it was great. Pins and candy, man, they thought it was great. Flags, American flags, you know. Then I did a couple flags that were U.S. and Japan ones I had. So it looked like, you know, coming together. They love that stuff. Yaski was the big gift, though. We got Yaski a real high quality watch. You ever heard of Invicta? Invicta makes a watch. There's a diver's watch, a big chunky one. We saw him wear something like that before, so we got him one of those. I figure he was our transporter host, you know. So.
Translator, everything.
Well, yeah, he helped translate a lot of stuff when we messed things up, or you know. Legs out straight. You know, Greg and I got stopped one time for security. We're trying to catch the high-speed train, and Yaski wasn't with us, and we walked through and didn't do the pass right, or no, we were too early, so the pass didn't register as valid. So all these police come out, security, and we're like, we got tickets, we got tickets, you know. We're like, what's going on, you know, and they pulled us into this office, and I'm like, oh man, you know, what's going on, you know, I'm like, do we got fake tickets? Because we bought these tickets prior to going to Japan. They sent them to us from Japan. We had a company that does travel in Japan that actually sent us tickets on purpose so we could get certain places. Because we had to take this high-speed train to meet Yaski somewhere. So, and apparently the light went off just because we were too early to go to this train. And you know, we're trying to be early, and nobody in Japan really gets there early. They get there on time.
No, early, on time, right?
Well, we were like a half an hour early, and apparently that set some alarms off. We thought we had valid tickets. Any stretch you guys want? Give you a minute or so. And nothing like being taken into the old room with security, and you're like going, man. Then we thought, the company we bought these tickets from, are these fake tickets? You know.
Scamming you?
Well, then we're thinking, you know. And Greg was the one who bought these tickets from this guy, from this company in Japan. And I'm going, oh man, did he get hosed? I'm like, that's a $300 ticket gone. $280 now. Close enough.
So did they explain to you, or?
No, it was a little tough in translation what was going on. But once they looked at our tickets and saw what was going on and relaxed a little bit, they said, okay, go ahead. They're like, those all, you know, da-da-da-da. And then we realized the reason it went off was because it wasn't set for that ticket yet.
Yaski was working there?
No, that was the meet Yaski. We got into Tokyo, went on a couple trains, went to the main train hub from a couple different trains, and then we had to find the high-speed train in the main hub. And we thought we were near it, and then all of a sudden we saw a different sign, and we're not near it. We had to book down, so we went down there too fast, you know, because we're paranoid, because we're in the wrong area. So then, you know, once we got down there, we had time, but we were just freaked out because we weren't where we were supposed to be. We were actually hanging out in this area waiting for a train that didn't exist. The name of the train was there, and the location, it just was the wrong train.
Huh.
So we'd have never got on that train either. So there's like different levels of like the station. So if you're on different levels, like say you're on level 1, you might be taking like the subway. If you're on level 2, you might be taking the general ones. Level 3, you might be taking like distant ones, but not local. And then like level 4, sometimes depending, I'm just saying, giving ideas, but they weren't actually rated like that. Like level 4 might be like all your high speed ones. Even though they could be not direct, they're still a high speed, they're really fast trains. You know. All right, kids, we got kata. Actually, let's do some braking. We got braking and kata today on the schedule. Let's brake first. We haven't braked in a while. Jim talked about braking a while back. I told him we would, and I forgot.
Breaking board?
Yeah, braking boards. Yeah, grab some boards over there. We haven't done that in a while. It's on the list, so we'll do it today. Hey, Jim, lock your arms totally straight. There you go.
I broke the board. Can't found it. I'm just gonna warm up. I'm not confident enough, right? Not yet.
You might want to kneel down, Jim. Kneel down. And then hold that board a little more flat. There you go.
Same?
Lock your arms totally straight, Jim. Straight up. There you go. Keep it away from you. That way, when his leg comes through, it doesn't hit you. If you get it too close to you, you might get hit. Oh, did you miss it, Vinny? You missed the middle? Oh. A green board's a little bit of a, it's a hunk of junk. Yeah. It's a hard board. That's a new green one, right?
to make sure I missed that one.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I know. I'll tell you what.
Ball of foot, Jim.
What's that?
Ball of foot.
Ball?
Yeah. Got to snap it a little more. There you go.
To me, this circle's a lot easier.
Rich hand? Yeah, it's bigger muscle. Yeah, it's more natural.
More speed on it.
Yeah. This one, a lot harder. A lot harder.
I get a more technique, more hit into it.
Yes. The only thing bad about rich hand is if you don't do it right, you pay on the you know, the thumb.
Yeah.
Hey Bob. Okay, you're good. I say switch legs. Okay, you got it. You're good. It's more natural that way. If you have the wrong leg out and do it, it's harder.
Right. Good point.
You guys try Hammerfest?
Hammer fit.
Yep, but in the middle. Hit that middle. There you go. A little high, Bob. A little high. Hit that middle. Yeah, turn it more, Bob. There you go.
No. I just get scared because kids like hit my fingers.
Oh, we know about that a lot.
Actually, that broke a lot easier than I expected with the sidekick. Like,
Your heels are really tough unless your name's Nick.
what's that?
Your heels are real tough unless your name's Nick.
Like I literally almost didn't feel it hit my foot touch.
One of his x-rays, he was telling me about it today, one of his x-rays, on his heel, the description of the bone break is cornflakes.
Really? It's like shattered.
Yeah, one of his heels looks like cornflakes. That's bad. That's really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, I almost don't know what the bone structure of your elbow or your heel looks like.
It's a thick chunk about this big.
It's a big chunk like that?
Yeah. But imagine that looking like cornflakes?
Yeah.
Because, actually, I got a skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a real one, but you guys could do a downward elbow too if you want. Bob, Jim. Yeah, like hold the same way like you're doing the Hammerfest.
Like that?
Yep. And if you want to, you can even stand up and do it. That way the guy's coming down on it differently. It might be easier if he's standing though, Bob. It might be easier. Yeah, just turn it a little more, angle.
A little like that?
No, flatter.
Flatter?
Yeah, like that, yeah.
One second.
I had to warm up a little bit for that. Yeah, I'm doing that. I like seeing there's another place.
White season.
I like white.
What's your confidence?
I like building my confidence.
Alright. If you feel your fingers here at all, you don't feel them. You want to feel them. You want to get this part here. Yeah. So if you get this, you never want to feel them.
Right here.
Work my lip. Like butter. I guess keep going if you want.
Oh man, you really went through that.
What's that?
It's that push you got to spin.
Did I stop?
Yeah, you're going pretty fast.
I'm good. I want to make sure I break it.
Alright, nice one now. I'm a poke it, poke it, poke it. There you go.
Huh? Okay. The frame?
That's poke it.
Oh, wait, what is it?
Poke it?
Poke it?
Japanese means wrist. Yeah, just like that. Just don't hit this part. Yeah.
Pause there for a second.
Yeah.
Here.
There we go.
Bleeding.
Probably straight by the board or something. Probably the shoe down. Probably straight to the board. I'll tell you that. There you go. Straight to the board.
Alright.
Band-Aid with it. Spray the board down. I got sanitizer with it. Second drawer down. Okay. Got on top.
Nobody makes Jim bleed his own blood.
Need help with that?
We can squirt that sanitizer out. Watch it spray.
That can hurt it.
No.
Hey, did you spray the board ahead of time?
Yeah.
Let's stick right there.
You guys will be proud. We grew up on here. We finished Scott's house.
Nothing left for your spray?
Yeah.
You got a spray?
Yeah. I just gotta go get something from the white off. I'll go get a paper towel.
We got them here.
Oh, that's a roller.
That's a roller. It looks like paper towels.
It's a roller. Especially when I run my glasses on.
I thought that earlier too. That's right there.
Dude, did you know the requirement now is the age test for life?
Oh, yeah?
Never kidding. Get that blood off Jim's blood, man. You probably write this day down. The day we made Jim bleed. Probably just scrape it. You probably just scrape it a little. You know, the little pieces that stick out?
Yeah.
And then it was going to drag it. You know, down. I didn't even know it.
Yeah, you don't feel it, then I'm gonna feel like there's
Yeah.
blood there.
Yeah. That was a kid in the bathroom.
In the bathroom door?
Yeah, it's a little. Is that what it is, Greg? Bad as the kids.
Remember, guys, too, orange belts, don't forget to do your other katas, too, you know what I mean? It's good just to practice the other ones, too, just so you don't forget them. You're doing toe.
Oh, I just slipped into another car.
You went to Twilight. After right here. You do a Twilight too. I mean, Toby too, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. I thought you were. But I looked at your face and I'm like, he's gonna go right to Twilight.
Yeah, I know.
That's the movie Twilight we spent.
Oh, it's gonna take this, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I saw you go in that direction.
I like to get two katas in at once. What time is it?
Some of these masks get that little bit of stubble, grabs a hold of your mask.
Yeah.
It's like, grabs a hold of the mask.
I forgot a mask when I walked out the door, so I had this one in the glove box, so
Oh, I always got one here if you need one.
I have a couple in the glove box. I didn't wear a coat today though either. Usually I have one in my coat pocket.
Keep a couple in the car. We got a whole 50 pack here, I think, or something.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, 20, 30, 40, 50, something like that. I don't know what it is. One day Greg forgot once I gave him one. So I'm like, that's just, I'm supposed to have it in case a parent comes in, you know.
We bought a bunch at work, but now we just have them and we're not using them.
That way no one can say, hey, they didn't supply one. Oh yeah, I did. I have them, you know. Jim's over there dancing, I see. Sweep dance. There's a safety dance, right? And I got the sweep dance. That's one of my favorites.
Toby two?
Yeah. 3 is not my favorite. Toby 3, because it's too hard for me to do sometimes.
Is it?
Yeah. You know the double kick you do there with the spin kick?
Yeah.
I do 5 kicks. Different levels on purpose.
That's a hard kick for me. The side hook.
Yeah, there's some bigger, 5 kicks are even worse. So,
That's my flexibility right there.
yeah, it's tough. I know. Especially the spin kick at the end, right?